Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our call tonight. We're very, very excited about having you on the call. My name is Verdita. I'm out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. My husband and I are very, very excited about this opportunity called LifeWave. And we're senior presidential directors in this company. Basically, that just means we've helped a whole lot of people, change lives as we have gone through this journey. So I want to welcome everybody who was invited by someone that cared a lot about you because they knew that the information that you're about to hear is life-changing. And we're really excited about what it's going to do. It's very, very exciting when we see people's lives get changed every single day. So now what I wanted to do is let you know a little bit as to why my husband and I are part of this opportunity called LifeWave. Well, first of all, a friend of ours by the name of Ken Robinson introduced it to us about 22 months ago. And he was pretty excited about this technology and wanted us to catch up with him very quickly. We were literally about to go out of town to my in-laws in Milwaukee, but he insisted on seeing us before we left. When we got to Milwaukee, we decided we were going to try this patch that you're going to be hearing about. Now, let me say this, what the information you're going to be hearing tonight, you're going to hear some, like I said, life-changing type of testimonies. And we got on a call just like this. And we heard people with all kinds of ailments and illnesses. So we didn't think that we fell into that category, but just out of curiosity and out of obedience, we put this patch on. I'm so glad we did because my husband used to snore really, really bad. He would also choke and cough, all through the night. I mean, he had acid reflux, and I don't even know what what he had. All I know, he was snoring so bad that we could not sometimes sleep in the same room. It was just that bad. This went on for 10 years. Can you believe that when we put the patch on, I didn't notice it until the next morning that I had slept so deeply. But I also noticed that he had not snored, because if he had snored like he normally does, I wouldn't have slept during the night. But he did not snore that night, and nor did he snore the next night. And that's when we realized it was the patch that had done it, that it allowed his body to correct whatever was going on in his body so that he does not snore. He has not snored in 22 months, you guys. That right there is amazing. And of course, it got our attention. And we're the kind of people, we just like to help people. And we heard things that we heard testimonies that it really was just life-changing. And we wanted to be part of something like this. We wanted to be part of a movement of people just doing some spectacular things. And so that's why we're here. And I hope that at the end of this call, you feel the same way, because it is very, very significant what we're about to talk about. So let me pull up my slide presentation and go ahead and explain to you more about why we're here. Now, what we're here to talk about is stem cell technology. What is stem cell technology? But let me clarify what the difference between stem cell technology and stem cell injections. Stem cell injections are what doctors have turned to over the past couple of decades to find a solution for people that had been in crisis health situations, and they didn't know what they were going to do. Doctors could not help them anymore. They were, just debilitating type of pain and situations like that. And so these injections come from embryos or umbilical cords. And when they first of all, I want to make sure that can somebody unmute themselves and tell me that you can hear me? Because somebody is texting me and saying they can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can hear you.
Okay, good. That must
I can
be
hear you.
okay. It must be on their end then. Okay, I apologize. And so injections are expensive. They can be from $5,000 to $100,000 per injection. And most people can't afford that. It's not covered by insurance, and it's not guaranteed. It's localized. So if you've got some kind of excruciating pain in your knee, and maybe I don't know, maybe you've had knee surgery, I don't know, but whatever it is, they get this injection. But if you also have a heart condition, that injection in your knee is not going to help you with your heart. So that's what I mean about localized. It only helps the area that you get the injection. Whereas we have come up with an alternative that I think you're going to like. this little tiny patch here is not localized. It's systematic, meaning it goes all over your body. It is doing way more than what an injection would do. So it's not just helping you with one area, it's helping you with your whole body, your whole organism as a body. It's also very cost effective. It's about the cost of a cup of coffee per day. It's also, there's a money back guarantee, so that for some reason, if you're not happy with the product, you got a 30-day money back guarantee. So with that being the case, this is why so many people are turning to this. So let me give you a little bit of education on the technology so that you will, be as excited as we are. Now, why would we want to wear this stem cell reactivation patch? Because see, as we get older, we heal slower. And therefore, by the time we're 30, half of the stem cells that are in our body are inactive. You see, the stem cells are the mechanism that allows our bodies to heal themselves, but they can't heal themselves if they're dormant. And so that's why that by the time we start getting 30, that's when you start seeing people get issues like diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that. By the time we're 60, almost all the stem cell activity is gone. It's dormant. That's when you start seeing people getting Alzheimer's and walking with canes. I mean, the list goes on and on. But that's because our stem cells are dormant. Now, David Schmidt, the gentleman you're looking at right now, is literally what we call a living genius. This gentleman started his career back about 20 years ago when the federal government hired him to create something for the Navy SEALs when they started going underground in the submarines, and they needed to be energized. He wanted them to be energized for over 36 hours at a time with no nothing that's nothing that's not natural. Wanted all natural ingredients. And so this is why this was so spectacular. It went viral. It was a big hit. Doctors were excited about it. Elite athletes were excited about it. And prestigious universities is where this product was being used for a long time. He didn't stop there. He kept producing other products, and look at now, over 180 patents. So he's a scientist and inventor. He is the CEO of our company. And back in 2008, David started focusing his attention on stem cell research. And that's when he came up with this X39 patch that I'm telling you about. It's patented, took him 10 years to bring it to market, and $5 million. So this is not something that's just an ordinary thing. This is a technology that he poured his heart and his life into, and it shows. Now, here's the patent. You can, see right here in the writing that it elevates the copper peptides in our body, which include activating stem cells. Let me tell you a little bit about that. See, Lauren Picard, which is a very well-known, respected scientist, proved years ago that if the copper peptides in our bodies were elevated, it would reactivate stem cells. But the problem with that is that he said it cannot be done. Nobody can do it. And this is why, you guys, this is so significant, because nobody could do it except for David Schmidt. Now do you see why we call him a genius? Everybody knows he's a genius. And so this is patented for the next 16 and a half years. LifeWave has exclusive rights. No one can copy this patent. And so we're really excited to be the ones that have our hands on it. And you should be excited that you're hearing about this tonight. Now, here's how this patch works. It's very simple. It's a proprietary form of phototherapy. If you don't know what phototherapy is, you can Google it, but I want to try to explain. It's like when you go out into the sun, and this is just an example. When you go out into the sun elevates elevates the vitamin D in our body, right? But it's not like the vitamin D is being deposited into our body. It's already there. The sun only elevates it. That's the same thing what happens when you wear the patch. First of all, in the middle of the patch are nanocrystals. They're very, very tiny, so you can't even see them. This is the size of a quarter, it's thin like a Band-Aid. Has paper on the back, you put it on like a Band-Aid. So these nanocrystals are formulated in an FDA-registered lab. When you put this patch anywhere on your body, you could put it on your wrist, you could put it behind your neck, you could put it below your belly button, anywhere. When you put it on your body, the heat and light of our body. See, we're light beings. We're light beings. When we put the patch on our body, the light of our body reflects off of the crystals that are in the patch. And when that happens, it elevates the copper peptides, which reactivate those dormant stem cells that are just sitting there. You guys, this is phenomenal. What just this photobiomodulation process that just took place when you put this patch on is phenomenal. So it's non-transdermal. Nothing is literally going into your body because there's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. And no, it is not FDA approved because it's not a drug. So, you can relax right there, but this is why doctors like it. This is why we have this, I told you doctors and elite athletes can't put chemicals in their body or stimulants in their body. That's why they like to wear it. And so it's non-invasive, you guys. This product is not intended to we're not trying to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease or medical condition. We're simply offering you an opportunity to reboot your body when you wear this patch. Now, you're looking at some of the benefits because there's a whole list of benefits, but here are just a few. You're looking at increased strength. As we get older, don't we get weaker? So you're going to get increased strength. That's very noticeable. Reduced inflammation. You see, when you have got any type of pain in your body anywhere, there's going to be some inflammation around. Increased stamina, energy and vitality, mental clarity. As we get older, we just don't remember things as well as we did when we were younger. So I know personally, I can promise you the struggles I used to go through with the details I had to entail with my career. I'm an interior designer, and I used to do big, I have to do big renovations. I just finished a $3 million renovation. So you can imagine the type of details and the coordination and the communication that went on with that. But I was very easy, float through the process because I got this patch. I'm telling you, it's off the chain. Restored muscular and skeletal systems. As we get older, our bones are just not as dense as they used to be. So it's going to restore those muscles and skeletal conditions, improve sleep. I told you about me and my husband's situation with the sleep situation, and many, many people talk about how whatever sleeping disorder they may have, or maybe they couldn't sleep or couldn't dream, all of a sudden they're having beautiful dreams. And then improved skin appearance. Now I'm going to share you some visuals in a minute on improved skin appearance because you will not believe what it's doing for people's skin. So we're here, you guys, to achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Don't you want to be, in a state of optimal health? I know we all do. Now, let me just tell you a few things that happened during the case studies. This is documented on a website called thisisit.info.com, where they post the case studies and what happened in those case studies. Now, in the first few days, you guys, over 4,000 genes began to reset. Now, let me tell you why that's so significant, because I know you probably heard that red wine can help your heart, and which helps you live longer. And do you know that a glass of red wine has something in it called resveratrol? But resveratrol is only going to reset 2 genes in that glass of wine. So that's why 4,000 genes within a few days is so significant when you wear this patch. Now, within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. If you've known anybody that has a condition like PTSD, autism, dementia and Alzheimer's, depression, all of those are a reflection of someone's brain being in balance. And I know sometimes you wonder, what is wrong with this person? It's because their brain is unbalanced. You see what I'm saying? Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. I mean, that is really important because collagen is all through our body. It's what's holding our joints together, and our muscles and our bones and our skin and our hair. All of this, is a reflection of all of the what they noticed during the study was that the collagen was increased. It could have been somebody's hair, turning dark. I mean, we do have situations. Even my husband, he had gray hair, and it's turning, all down the center, and everything is turning black, you guys. where it used to be. Within 6 months, the heart reverses in age. I mean, we have so many situations where the stem cells being reactivated have gone to the area where the heart is and improved conditions, like people being on pacemakers, no longer being on pacemakers. I mean, I shouldn't say they're not on the pacemaker, but their heart no longer relying on pacemakers. And in this, the person I'm thinking about, this happened within 6 weeks because he was going to the cardiologist every 6 weeks because he had had a stroke and they put a pacemaker in. So for 3 years, he was wearing this pacemaker and going to the cardiologist every 6 weeks. This time when he went, the doctor said he cannot believe what just happened because he's never seen it before. His heart is no longer relying on a pacemaker. So what had happened, it's reversing our age, you guys. Not only is it reversing our heart, but our liver. They say that every 6 weeks that we wear this patch, your heart, I'm sorry, every 6 months that you wear this patch, your heart reverses by 8 years. So we're really reversing our aging. And it's not a vanity type of thing, you guys. It's about our body getting younger. Don't you know how much better you're going to feel if your heart is younger, if your liver is younger, if your kidneys, your intestine, and everything is younger, your skin is younger? Just digest what I just said. Okay, so David Smith himself said it's age reversing. Now, here's a chart called a topography map. This is just a reflection when I start talking about the brain being unbalanced. Here's an example. This lady, 77 years old, they put an X39 on the back of her neck. Now, the orange-red area reflects inflammation in her brain. There was lack of brain coherence. And 3 weeks later, they looked at it again, and there was no more inflammation, and she had improved brain coherence. But a total of 6 weeks later, there was a complete turnaround. Remember what I said in the case studies? This is an example. So her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. And that's why you want to continue to wear it. You don't want to just stop just because something is better. You want to keep wearing it. Now, also in the case studies, they wore these patches in 2 different locations. One below the belly button. One option was below the belly button, and the other was behind the neck. But that was just so they could be consistent. But you can literally wear this patch anywhere on your body, but they just wanted to be consistent. So it's very simple. You just wear the patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off, so that your body gets a chance to repair and rejuvenate. Then you just throw it away. You just throw it away because, see, you're going to get 30 of these patches in this beautiful packaging. See, you're going to get 30. We call this a sleeve. You're going to get 30 of them, so you don't need to put the same one on. I mean, you need to throw it away because it's no good anymore. You need to put a new one on and then drink plenty of water, because your body is going to start detoxing, flushing those toxins out, and you want to, this is energy we're talking about flowing through your body, you guys. This is very, very exciting. Okay, now I could go on and on with all this technical stuff, and I'm going to tell you, you can literally go to a website that I talked about where the case studies are, and I'll bring it up again so that you can kind of review the case studies and all this yourself, and all the technical information yourself. But I got something better than that. Remember I told you about a gentleman, what this patch is doing for people's skin? Here's a gentleman that had a condition called vitiligo. There is no cure for vitiligo, but look at all the discoloration in his skin. Look at his just the way his, what do you call it? The way his confidence level is really, really low. His disposition is very low. Look at him 3 months later. You can see that the coloration in his skin is coming back. And then another 3, this is the same gentleman, same, except for not as many lighter spots in his skin, but look, he looks like a whole different person. This is the same gentleman, same person, but he looks like a much younger person because his confidence, he feels better. Can you imagine this patch doing this? No one would even think this patch did that. Look at this lady. Look around her neck area, how smooth it is after 3 years. All around her eyes, the crow's feet are pretty much gone. Around her mouth, those wrinkles are gone. Look at this gentleman. He had a condition called psoriasis, and he was being treated for it, but it didn't help him until he put the patch on. And this gentleman is an example when I talked about collagen, how this hair came back, okay? So this is very, very exciting. This lady I met on a cruise in Greece about a month ago. Well, maybe not that long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And this is the picture she gave me. She felt at this particular, on day one, they told her to take, they asked her husband to take her picture. And she was in her house. She could not leave her home because she could not control her bladder nor her bowels. And she was almost like in a Alzheimer's state. I mean, her mother died of Alzheimer's. And that's the way she was, that's the way she was operating at that particular time. 6 weeks later, the same woman. I mean, this is just because she's feeling better, all those things that was wrong. Her husband said 6 days after her wearing the patch, she walked out of the room and you would have thought nothing that was going on had ever happened because she was a whole new person. And this is 4 months later. Do you see how life-changing this is? Do you see how life-changing? So we're really excited about what this patch is doing for people. Now, you get a chance to hear from some live individuals. And I've got 3 people that I want to bring up on here so that you can hear their testimonies. The first person I want to bring up is Miss Carla Jackson out of the Baltimore area, sort of in the Baltimore area. Carla, would you, share your video and unmute yourself and come on and share your testimony?
Hi, so glad to be here tonight. I have to, wherever I get a chance to talk about what happened to me, I'm there, I'll do it because I want other people to be healed and I want other people to be living their best life. In 2016, I had an injury to my back. And so that started a series of back surgeries, 2 full fusions from L2 down to S1. Residual numbing in both legs. At any time, my legs could just go out from under me. I was a teacher for 30 years and I'd be walking in the hallway and one leg would just go out. All kinds of things. And at the same time, I got diagnosed with lupus and fibromyalgia. They think that the surgery and kind of the shock to my body and to my nerves caused me to go into that lupus state. So by 2017, I was trying to get better, trying to go back to work. And so I would say from that point until 2021, which I had to leave. I was there for 30 years, but I wanted to teach more, but I couldn't handle it. My back was hurting me so bad. And you would think that 2 surgeries, I wouldn't be getting any of this, but it's not true. I've had folks had 7 surgeries and they're walking around with intense pain. So when I came upon this patch through my uncle, Joe Thomas, I was excited. He caught us at a time where I had been in the hospital 4 times and my husband had been in the hospital multiple times for 2 years straight. I took this patch starting on July 18th consistently over a period of 30 days. The first time I took it and put it on my ankle because that was hurting me very bad. My back, my hip, honey, I wanted to patch my whole body. And I will tell you that very same day, I did not feel my back pain anymore. I did not feel my hip pain anymore. Didn't feel the ankle pain anymore. And to me, that's a complete miracle because I've tried everything, painkillers, you name it. So when they told me I had a chance to have this patch and I could stimulate my stem cells, it was no question that I was going to invest in this, because I did stem cells for $5,000 a shot. And it was a localized area of my back. And didn't really see much happen for $5,000. So yeah, I'm excited about being new on the outside and on the inside. And I can't tell you, now I can walk my dog. I never do that. I go out for social occasions. I just went out to dinner the other day. I never could do that. I had to crawl up in my bed in a fetal position with an electric blanket. If people know me, they know that that is the truth. I felt so bad and so much in pain, and I've been free from that. And I hope that you all take this seriously because it's not a joke. We only have one life and we want it to be our best life. So thank you, Verdita. Thank you for having me.
Wow, I like that, Carla. Thank you so much. We got one life. We wanted to be our best life. You are so right. Thank you so much. I got a chance to visit Carla My husband and I did a tour up in the Maryland, DC
Yeah,
area, and
Baltimore.
she so graciously opened up her home and had guests over and everything. So I was just so impressed with the testimony, and I wanted you all to hear it as well. Thank you so much, Carla.
Thank you so much, Verdita.
All
God
right,
bless y'all.
so yes, and so I told y'all we got some good stuff. So I have another person that I would like to bring up. Her name is Annette Steele. Miss Annette, can you unmute yourself and share your video? Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to come on and share my testimony with you. It's been 1 year and 9 months. I had a spinal stroke. That's from my spine straight down to my feet. And I'm paraplegic in a wheelchair. I'm not walking at this time. And I must say, and also to 2014, I was diagnosed with some called Chiari malformation, which is water over the brain. I was given the patch by a gentleman, Mr. Patrick Tingley, whom I happened to had met when I went to the beauty parlor. I was so, when he mentioned to me about stem cells, I was, didn't know much about stem cells. But the patches that he gave me, I must say, the second day I had to call him and I noticed I had no pain used to suffer with a lot of nerve and spasm. There were no pain in my legs, no pain in my spine. I couldn't believe it. I could have just bent my legs, and I use a sliding board to go from my bed to my chair and back and forth. And I would cry to go from my bed to my chair because the pain in my legs and my spine was so unbearable. I tell you, I feel like a whole different person today. And also I was given hearing aids 2 months ago. I have not worn that hearing aids today make it 15 days I've been using the patch. I'm so excited that I'm sharing it with everyone that I know and sharing it with even strangers. I was taking medication of gabapentin 600 milligrams 3 times a day. Now, I don't need to take gabapentin 600 milligrams 3 times a day. I'm only taking 300 milligrams twice a day. My goodness, I can't, I'm so thankful. I know this was the work of the Lord that had sent me to that place and have that gentleman, Mr. Patrick Tingley, to be there at that time. And also I noticed a change in my color of my face. I noticed that my face, I had dark blotches on my left and my right side. I no longer have that anymore. So I am so excited. I am so thankful that I have this X39 patch that I will continue to use. And I look forward to getting on my feet, coming out of this chair and walking. And I know it's going to happen. And I'm just so thankful. So everyone on this line, I'm going to say that don't hesitate. Try the patch. It's working wonders for me every day. I'm feeling so, I just want to get up, and if I could run, I would run. But I know one day it will happen. So thank you so much for inviting me on the line to be able to give my testimony. God bless
Thank you
everyone.
so much, Janetta. I'm so happy for you. And I know you're going to get out of that wheelchair because we know people that have gotten out of their wheelchairs that were never, had been in a wheelchair for a long time. So I'm very confident that's going to happen to you, especially since you're having all these improvements. So you just please keep it up. And I'm so thankful you're feeling better.
Thank you so much.
All right. So the last person I want to bring up is a young lady out of the North Carolina area, Miss Del Cates. Could you please come on and share your testimony?
Hello, everybody. I recently just joined, and me and my husband, we've been using the patch for maybe not quite a week, but we're right there at it. And I am so excited because one, for him, it stopped his snoring. After the second night of using it, he haven't snored at all, and he usually it keep me up, and I'm all night, turn over, turn over. And he even said, "You didn't tell me to turn over. I must not have been snoring." But he is really excited that taking care of that. And then for myself, I had a TMJ flare up. And I was going through extreme pain, and the pain was radiating down my ear and into my neck, and it just gave me a really bad headache. And after I took it, I noticed that the pain eased up tremendously, probably within a couple of hours. And then the next morning, I made sure I didn't take any pain medicine at all. The next morning I woke up, the pain was gone. So this is real, guys. And I am so excited to be a part of something like this because it's going to change a lot of lives and help a lot of lives. It is definitely God sent. Thank you.
Wow. And
By the way, I want to thank my guests, Pastor Tankard and First Lady Tankard. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
all right. Well, welcome, Pastor Tanker, and thank you for joining the call. Thank you, Dell, for that phenomenal testimony. You see, you guys, some people see changes like within a day or two. And by the way, Dell, your husband still hasn't been snoring since that night, right? His stop. It's amazing. She's muted. You're muted. You're muted, Dell.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, he have it. And then he told me today he had to work last night. So he's working tonight too. And the guys, once they finish their shift, a lot of them, they're in the control room. So they might take a nap or whatever. And he said his coworkers were saying, "Man, you didn't snore last night. What's going on with you? What are you
See?
doing?"
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's going to get some customers from that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I'm so glad you're feeling better as well.
Thank
So
you.
you guys, you see now what I say about this patch. Look how it's changed those just these three people. Just look how it's changed their lives significantly. And this is why Miss Zanetta, here she is in a wheelchair telling everybody she knows. So you guys, listen, this is no joke. I'm really excited about this, and just, keep wearing the patch if you're wearing it. So let me keep going through this PowerPoint. Right away, once again, this website called thisisit.info.com has the case studies that we talked about. It has doctors' reviews. All these doctors giving their reviews on the patch are on that website at the very bottom. You got videos explaining phototherapy and stuff like that. You have testimonies, a plethora of testimonies, and you have the patent itself. So we send physicians, if your physician wants to, if you feel, want your physician to know, be aware of what you're doing or something like that, let them know. Be confident that they're going to see something they're going to be excited about. This is why we have so many physicians on our team, because this is very sophisticated. All right. Now, I want to ask you to put your business hat on, because, we talked about sharing with other people. That's what everybody's doing, because you can't keep it to yourself. Can't keep it to yourself. This company is getting ready to be 20 years old, LifeWeight. And the company was doing about 20 million a year for maybe 10 or 15 years when only the doctors and the elite athletes knew about it. And then a few years ago, when the X39 came about, that's when the company blew up to 320 million in the last 3 years. But last year of 2023, we ended at 430 million. We're on track to hit almost 600 million this year. And next year is projected that we will probably hit $1 billion. We are in 75 countries now, you guys. So this is not a Me Too product that you might see in some companies. They have weight loss products, skincare products, supplements. Everybody got those kinds of products, but nobody has this patent. So it's an exclusive, and it screams opportunity. Here's just a page from a website called businessforhome.org, showing that our company is #1 in momentum. I mean, every other month, sometimes we're not necessarily #1, but we shoot right back up the next month to be #1 in momentum, meaning we're growing faster than any company of its kind. So that's something that we're excited about. Now, excuse me. What's important in your life? Everything on this screen is probably important to everybody. I just want to share with you why this is important to me. You see family, and I think about, hopefully, if God blesses us, we'll live to be 90. My father-in-law will be 96 tomorrow. If we take care of ourselves and God blesses us, we'll live to be 100. But do you want to be that age where your body is so debilitated and that you can't even do things with your family? You got to sit up in the bed. And that's what I think about. I don't, even though health is on here, you can't be around and do the kinds of things with your family if you don't have the health. And so it's all intertwined, you guys. Time, freedom, security, financial security for us, me and my husband, we're self-employed. And keep in mind, when you're self-employed, you can't rely on retirement from some company. You got to provide your own retirement. And we're at that age that we should be retiring right now. And we, started, not feeling like we could retire, unfortunately, because a lot of things happened to us during the year. But guess what? Over the years. But guess what? With this opportunity, it has provided something that you're going to be really excited about, called residual income, where the money just keeps coming, and you're going to understand why in a moment. So just sit back and relax. And if you, if anything on this opportunity, in other words, can address anything that's on this screen. Now, I know you're so ready to find how, just get out of the way. Show me, how can I get some of these X39s? Let me tell you, it's so easy. The person that invited you has a website, and on that website, it's going to give you a couple of options. It's going to give you the option to be a customer, where you can pay around $150 to get a 30-day supply. You see where it says $150, $149.95. But I never, you see it says retail. I never like to pay retail for anything. Excuse me. You heard me say I'm an entrepreneur and I'm an interior designer. I don't pay retail for anything if I can help it. But if I can get it at wholesale, that's a better option. I'm hoping that you feel the same. Here's a better option. If you're paying $149.95 for one sleeve, wouldn't you rather get 3 sleeves for $300? Let me go to the next page because you can see it a little clearer. See, for $300, you can get 3 of these. You would have paid $450 for if you paid for these as retail. But you can get them for $300 if you buy a package like we did. So we're trying to help you out now. We're trying to help you save some money. Then the goal, this is just for people who just want to use the patch. They just want to, maybe between them and their spouse. But the people who see and almost are very confident that they're going to share with other people, they're going to need more than the 2 that they need for their spouse. They need, more. So what we do is we put these little patches in an envelope, which I'm going to share with you in a moment, in an envelope where we give them to our friends and let them use the patches, and so you can't do that if you don't have enough. Like if you got 3 of these, that's only enough for you and your spouse. This 5 sleeves right here for $500 allows you to be able to share. Last package I want to talk about is the diamond package. This is for the serious entrepreneur. You get $1,900 worth of products for about $1,600. You get 19 sleeves. So now you're paying $84 a sleeve. Now let me break this down a little bit more in a moment, but I want you to know that no matter which package you get, it's very important that you remain on a subscription, a monthly subscription, for 2 reasons. One, because you want to continue to use the product. If you're married, you want your spouse to use the product. So if you, and the good thing, the second reason you want to stay on the subscription is because it allows you to keep your points. See, people are going to start, lots of people are purchasing these, and you're going to benefit. In a moment, I'll show you that, how you can get paid on the efforts of all these other people when they purchase these packages. So with that $100 subscription, you can earn, you guys, excuse me, you can earn up to $100 per week. Now, the 2 sleeve prescription, this is what's suggested because that allows for you and your spouse to have something every month, to stay on these patches every month. Still keep your points, but you're going to max out the comp plan. You see, there's a lot of money in the comp plan. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. And then, but you want to be able to max it out. You cannot do that with 1 sleeve. So for $200, that gives you and your spouse enough to use yourself Or if you're single, you still need 2 sleeves because that's how you continue working your business where you're sharing with other people. Even if you're not looking at it from a standpoint of working a business, you're still wanting to share with people, just like Miss Zanetta said. Now, let's move on. And now, if that's all you're interested in is just using this product, please, we will not be offended. You're very well, can be excused from the call and get back to the person that invited you to the call and let them know which package you want. But if you're wanting to earn money, then this is for you. I'm going to break this down. I'm only going to take about 7 more minutes, because I know y'all want to go watch that debate. I told you about these 3 packages, the silver, the gold, and the diamond. Those are the only 3 I want to talk about, but I want you to see that every last one of these packages have points associated with them. And also you see right here, the PIB means this is what you will earn. Let's say let's say Ms. Zanetta has a guest on this call and that person decides to get the gold package, Ms. Zanetta would earn $100. And that's what the PIB. And here's what I really want you to notice, that diamond package, it says $200. That's what you earn if you enroll a diamond. But if you are a diamond yourself, you don't earn $200. You earn $500. And guess what? If you're not a diamond, that difference of $200 and $500 does not go away. The company still pays that extra $300 out, except they pay it to the person above you who is a diamond or who is a senior director. There's other parts of the comp plan, which I won't go into too many details, but I do want you to know there are incentives for being a diamond. The other incentive is this: you don't have to do your subscription every month with the diamond. You got 90 days before your next subscription is due. Okay, so you got enough sleeves to last you, but you don't have to do any more. You don't have to order anything for 90 days and you're still going to remain active. Key word: stay active. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about our comp plan, and let me explain how that works. So the first thing you're going to do, we're going to focus on getting you to manager. That simply means you've shared this with 4 people and they decided to get a package with you. And then as you enroll people, they're going to fall on a left team or a right team. And this is going to continue to grow because you'll probably start sharing with more people. The people you've enrolled are going to start sharing it with people. The people who told you about it, like Ms. Zanetta talked about Patrick Tingling, as he brings somebody in, it may fall on Ms. Zanetta's right side. Or if I'm above you, so in other words, there are people above you who are still enrolling people, and they're going to fall either on your left side and your right side. This is paid to infinity. And every single time an order is placed or a package is purchased, you get points that roll up to you. You don't even know these people. We can earn up to $25,000 per week in the binary. That's incredible. And trust me, we know people that are doing that every single week. Now, it gets more exciting, you guys. It's not going to, I told you 7 minutes. Matching bonus. We get paid unlimited income potential on our matching bonus program. Where is this? Let's go back to Miss Zanetta. Miss Zanetta, let's say Miss Zanetta enrolls someone on her first level. Let's say she enrolls me. I go out and make $1,000 this week in the binary. The structure I just shared with you, that's called the binary. If I earn $1,000, Ms. Zanetta would make $250, but the company does not take it from the $1,000 that I earn. They give it to her on top of what I earn. So if there was 10 people like me, that Miss Zanetta, she's sharing it with people like crazy, y'all. If she had 10 people, this may not happen this month. It may not happen next month, but it may happen 6 months or a year from now. But can you imagine you had 10 people earning $1,000 a week? You make $2,500 that week. Digest that now. Now, in order for me to earn $1,000, I had to tell somebody else, right? Those people fall on Ms. Zanetta's second level. And if she enrolled 10 people, then, and they did the same thing I did, and I go and get 10, there's 100 people now on Miss Zanetta's second level that earn $1,000. Just go along with me now. Just imagine this can happen. It's going to be happening because these patches sell themselves, literally. If there was 100 people that earn $1,000, she's going to get 200 times 1,000. That's $20,000 on her second level in matching bonuses. And on the third level, those are the people on the second level enroll. So you get it. We're getting 3 levels, 65% in matching bonuses, you guys. This is very, very exciting. This is why it's important for you to get to manager as quick as you can so you can qualify for matching bonuses and some other benefits. Now, I told you these are some cards that we use, and we can get these on a site called thisisitteam.com, where you just go there and click on shop, and you can order these cards where it shows the benefits, some of the benefits of the patch. On the other side, it talks about, you know, how to use it, instructions, and the website to read about it. So this is a nice professional presentation that you can use to hand out your patches. Once again, thisisitteam.com. We use a system, you guys. Not only do we help you, if you're motivated to make some serious money, you're on the right team, because we know what we're doing. We're the kind of people that like to help people. We're looking for people that have that vision to help people and spread this all over the world. Everybody needs this patch. You just saw it. Everybody needs this patch. So go to this website so you can learn more about the comp plan. There are diagrams and everything. You know, just everything is there. Now, I just want to let you know, next weekend in Atlanta, you have the opportunity to be and train some of the best trainers in the industry. Next Saturday in Atlanta, this event is only $35. If you're a manager or above, we're going to be having a private training, a leadership training on Friday evening. And then on Saturday, we're going to have a presentation at 10. And then at 12 o'clock, we're going to do a training from 12 to 4. You guys, this is incredible. You cannot miss this. $35. I don't care where you got to come from. We're going to have Geraldo Dorelli, who is our regional sales manager there. So you know this is a special event for only $35. You guys, back up. You can go, you got to go to digitalalliance101.com. See right here? digitalalliance101.com. Go there and click on upcoming events and scroll down to this flyer and get your tickets. We also have a hotel block for there, but make sure you get this ticket. I'll see you there. And you guys, listen, now it's time for you to make your move. Please get back with a person who invited you to this call, because you know, if you're serious about your dreams, we're going to help you get there. There is hope for your future. I really love what Carla said. And I know she was, you know, just frustrated with what was going on in her body. All of them were. But there's hope for your future, you guys. So let's get started, you guys, with X39, and we will see you all at the top. You all have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Good night.